So Kami, what brings you in today?
Well, I don't know. I thought I should probably come in and talk to you. I've got a lot of things that are going on in my life. It's like right around final time, so I'm really just, kind of stressed out.
Yeah.
I have 2 papers due tomorrow. I've got this one for my German class, and it's 8 pages, and I've got like 4 pages of notes already, but I don't have the paper yet. Like,
Right.
I just have notes. It's a research paper, so I've been doing all the research, and I just have to write the whole paper tonight, and I just don't know what I'm going to do. And then I also had another paper that was going to be due tomorrow, not yesterday, and it was for my psychological class, and or psychological experiments, excuse me. And it was going to have to be like 10 pages, and it was me and a partner working on it, and we had to run all this data and do all this stuff, and we haven't even done like half of it. Like, we did the methods section, and we did the results section, but we still have to do like research to get stuff in the introduction, and to compare it to in the discussion. We have to like make all these graphs, and our professor doesn't know how to make the graphs, just don't understand, so he can't help us. So it's just like, well, if you can't help us, I don't know how in the world we're supposed to do this. And so that was just a little bit stressful. I was up all night last night working on that instead of working on my German paper, because I'm more nervous about the 10-page paper than the German paper. But then I found out I begged and pleaded with my professor today, and we have the weekend to work on it, which I'm so excited about. And yeah, so that's good. So I just really have to finish this German paper, and it's kind of been hard because I haven't been able to do that much work this week because, well, I mean, I have, obviously, but I've had this awful headache for the past couple days, and I called my parents on like Tuesday night, and my dad thought I had a migraine, and he started yelling at me and telling me that I needed to go and not do any work, and I just needed to leave the library. And I told him, no, Dad, I can't. I just cannot do that. And he was like, well, who is there that I can speak to? And he was like, is Ginny there? I need to speak to her so that I can make you stop doing your work. And I don't know what he thought my roommate could do. And so I went to the doctor the next day because my head still hurt, and I thought I had a tumor at first. But I didn't really. It was just a tension headache, apparently. I still think it's a tumor because the student health center people don't know anything. So I got some medicine, but it still hurts. And I just have a lot of work to do. I just don't know. It's just a lot of stuff that's going on. I just want to get to Christmas because it's my favorite holiday. I can't wait to go home to see my family and my cats and my dogs. I actually really don't like my dog that much. He smells. But I don't know. So I just have a lot to do. And I have to pack up my room and leave and move all my stuff downstairs. And I don't have a lot of time to do that because I have 2 exams, and they're both on the same day. Like, go figure. That would happen to me because everything bad happens to me. And well, not really, but I like to over-exaggerate. And so it's just kind of stressful, and I know everyone else is stressed, so I probably shouldn't be complaining because it makes me sound like a whiny butt. But I don't know. There's just a lot of stuff going on. So,
well, going back to the headache, do you think that it's all the stress and all the work that you've had that's causing that, or do you think that it's actually something more serious than that?
I don't know. It's probably all the stress because I do have a lot of stress, and it didn't start hurting until I came back to school from Thanksgiving break. So it probably is all the work, and it's kind of like I don't know how to manage all the work because it's just all piling up, and it's like no matter how much work you get done every day, you still have so much more that needs to be done. And usually I'm pretty good about like planning things out, saying like I have to finish this by this day and finish this by the next day. And like I usually like make a schedule, and I pretty much stick to it so that I can, get my stuff done. But it's just been lately I've had so much work that no matter how many schedules you make and no matter how like well you try and manage your time, you still, there's still just no way to get it all done. And I worked like all over Thanksgiving break, so I had to take a test when I got back because I had to make up a test. Because I had the swine flu. First I had the swine flu, now I have a brain tumor. Like, it's not really a brain tumor. But it's just a lot of work, so I just I don't know. So thank you for your time. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Okay, now I'm going to evaluate Jenny. I thought she was very good. She listened to me and kind of, you can see that she was, actively listening, because she would use encouragement. She would nod her head, and then she would also ask me questions about, just like questions about her better understanding things. So you're really good about that, and you maintained eye contact the whole time, which was good. I didn't really look at you the whole time because I like to swivel around, but whenever I looked to find your eyes, you were there, and so I think you're pretty good overall.
Thank you.
Bye. Exit stage left.
Hey Jenny,
Hi,
I'm
Krishana.
going to evaluate you
Okay.
today. Did you notice any shifts in your client's voice during the conversation?
Well, when she would be like trying to figure something out and like think about something, like when she was like trying to think about the words to get out, her voice would get a little bit louder. Or when she'd like stress about something, it would get a little louder. But when she would calm down about something, she'd get a little more like down to normal tone and normal like voice structure. But
Did you know any shifts in conversation?
a little bit. Like she started talking about Christmas at one point. She was like, "Yeah, I'm really stressed and like I might have a brain tumor, but Christmas is coming up, so that's good." So I think she was trying to cheer herself up by like thinking of positive things.
Okay. Did you forget to listen at any time? If so, when?
No, not at any time. I was in there the whole time, like listening to what she was saying. She was kind of talking in circles, but I was still listening.
Okay. Did anything happen that made it hard for you to listen?
Not really. Sometimes I was like trying to study her facial expression to kind of like see exactly what was going on, so it might have been a little harder to listen at that point, but like I still was listening. So.
Okay. How would you describe her speaking style?
She would kind of talk really fast, like and a little louder when, like I said, like when she would get more stressed about something, or I think she would like realize exactly how stressed she was, so it would get a little bit more. But and then I noticed her eyes would kind of move up when she was thinking about something, like she kind of like move her eyes up, or like she'd like move around or like look down or something. Mm-hmm. But then when she like actually got what she was thinking of, she would look at me. So
how fast or slow did the client speak?
Her voice was she would get, I think it was pretty even the whole time. She would get fast a little bit when she was stressed, but it was pretty.
Okay. And we spoke a little bit earlier about how loud she was. Mm-hmm. So overall, do you think, how loud do you think she was?
I think overall, she was in a normal conversational tone the whole time, but it would get louder when she was more stressed out, or when she was trying to figure out exactly what she was trying to say. So.
Okay. Well, as far as you and during the time where you were observing the client, I noticed that you were open and accessible to the client as far as your body posture. You had congruent facial expressions. I think that you tried to be, more of like generally stable, because I noticed that she would laugh and then sometimes she would kind of seem sad and then she would be frustrated, and then you were kind of just like stable, calm, and I think that was good. You were slightly inclined toward the client. You were directly facing the client. You had a regular eye contact when she would look at you, but I noticed that you were looking at her the entire time. You didn't have any distracting behavior. I didn't notice her look at anything that that you were doing or anything like that. And you did provide minimal encouragement.
Thank you, Krishana.